tomorrow. I'm gonna be like, watch the first
Man, it
video.
goes live
Watch
fast now. Holy cow, that was only like 2 seconds.
No more cursing.
Damn it. What are we going to do now? Oh, shit. All right. So, welcome to the One Bad Marine. It's about time after chat.
Welcome back.
Yay. Yay. So,
How'd the sex change go, Marine?
Also, special guest Edge 4006.
I haven't got the meds to affect my voice, so I still have the man's voice with a woman's body. It's a little uncomfortable, but I'm getting used to it.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
When I saw he was back, I just assumed parole.
The good thing is he still gets the bra carry.
There you go. Yeah, that's what it is. I wanted to have the bra carry option, and I couldn't do that as a
All I'll
man.
chip in and get you for Christmas is one of those flashbang bras.
There you go.
Yeah, I was
my chest,
Luke's back because his wife left him.
My chest rig. My family calls it my man's ear from all friends.
Belly band.
I was going to tell you, Luke Bob is single now, too.
The
It's not
bra.
really a belly band. It rides tighter, and it has a shoulder strap just like a bra, but only one. Although I'm getting ready to order a new one because after a year and a half, almost 2 years, this one's getting a little threadbare. All right, so we don't have to get super promos with the introductions, but we've got Ballistic Expansion, Yankee Marshall.
Yay.
I think that's DB Cooper.
Yep.
Islands or Zviver. I always forget your name messed up. We got Huck. We got Mr. Edge.
Ooh.
Hey.
We got VR Street Fighter. We got Moon Food.
Hey.
Got Quark, and then of course myself. And this is going to be a free-for-all. Hopefully we'll keep it out of the gutter with the toxins because I haven't had one for a while, so we won't want to offend too many people that check in on it, but we'll see how that goes.
You can tell Luke ain't been here a while. He actually sent Cork a link.
Nice.
I am well despised now.
I got to go now.
Oh, is that it? No. All right. But anyhow, yeah, I thought I'd hop in and say hi. I didn't get any new guns for Christmas per se. Shortly before Christmas, I got that Delta Gold Cup, which I have now had out to the range. The thing is a tack driver. I love it. Definitely kicks more than my 45, but I'll get used to it.
For it to be
Oh, and when I get home, I've got. What's that?
What'd you say you got?
I got a Colt Delta Gold Cup. So it's a 10 millimeter, 1911-ish stainless steel with the target sights and the internal,
It's like a Delta
anchorizing.
done up with a Gold Cup package.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
I've got a Delta Elite and a Gold Cup, but I've never mated the two of them.
You said it was
mash them together.
It's got a crisp trigger that it feels like 3.5 pounds, but it's probably maybe like 4 1/4.
I'll set them on top of each other under a set of phone books tonight and see if they become a Delta.
Become one.
Yeah. Should work.
And just as a follow-up, my bastard mix parts AR that has the BCM upper. It does have the carbine buffer set up with a rifle length barrel, but I didn't have any timing issues. It cycled fine, ran well. I didn't get 1,000 rounds through it, but we put a couple boxes through it, and everything was running good. So had a range trip. I took my pastor and his son out. It was his son's first time out shooting. He was 8 years old. That was a little younger than any of the new shooters I've taken out, but we had a good time. Nobody got hurt. And
I'm going to object to your wording, how you're saying this, how you're taking out all these people after you talk about your guns. You took them, you didn't take them out.
I brought them to the range. How's that?
That's better.
All right.
Yeah, I got my new gun yesterday, and I took out my pastor and his son.
Yeah, that probably didn't come off too slick there. But anyhow, yeah, as good as time as you can at a public range where you can't rapid fire and blow things into little pieces, anyways. Oh, I did get the range master to let me do a reasonably rapid fire with the 10 millimeter right before we left because it was the end of the day. I was like, hey, can I run a string? He's like, sure, go ahead.
I've got a toilet sitting on my back patio right now because I had to replace the toilet in my downstairs bathroom because I threw a temper tantrum and ripped the top off, forgetting it was a top.
So you're gonna go out to that place Mark showed you so you can blow the crap
That's
out of it?
one thing. I want to go out somewhere so I can just shoot the damn thing, but I haven't got around to it yet. And I'm getting yelled at because there's a toilet on our back patio.
You should
I can see that going.
Fill the bowl full of tannerite, and then
I was just going to put soil in it and plant a plant in it and then leave it there until I was ready to use it, but that ain't going to work either.
You can always.
I was going to say, only a toilet, Yankee? You are from West Virginia.
Well, I was just going to do that and then get a couple of old tractor tires and cut them into like diamond shapes and flip them inside out so it makes a planter bed and put it in the middle of that. Then get a couple of those cut out to the fat woman bending over, stick it next to it.
Have it on your back porch and just read a book every now and then.
Read. I can't read on my porch. My Wi-Fi doesn't go that far.
So anybody else get any new guns?
I'm getting my 40 upper this Saturday.
Just parts. Oh, I did finish building my 20 with the combat with the tactical length slide. Got sights on it now and everything. It's all ready to go.
I like the beveled front end.
How do those compensated Glocks
Yeah, I
shoot?
didn't know if I was going to like that or not when I saw it like that when it came in, but I like it.
It looks good, yeah.
Yeah, it looks kind of cool actually. It's better than because when they bring the front end all the way out, they have to cut a hole in the bottom of it anyway to get up to your sight. So might as well bevel it back.
How do you like the compensated barrel? I've never shot one of the
I don't know. I'll tell you when I shoot it. I just got it together today.
Okay.
I'm going out Tuesday to shoot them all. I've got to shoot the other two I built a little bit more. People were like, "Oh, you didn't shoot that 357 SIG very much." And it's because I ran out of fucking ammo. How much 357 SIG ammo do you think I have?
Sorry about that, guys.
1,000 rounds.
Sorry
We
about
stayed
what?
live, I think.
Did everybody drop? I only see Yankee in here.
No, I see everybody.
I'm in here.
Oh, this is interesting. So
Can you not
it's,
hear them?
no, I don't hear them either.
Can't
Yeah.
hear anything?
I can see all of them, hear all of them.
All right. Well, depending on how things go, they may have to leave and come back for me to be able to hear them. I hate to do that to everybody, but my computer
Everybody sign out and sign back in.
crashed.
Just hit refresh on your browser.
Yep. Well, while it's just you and I got some of our favorite carry ammo on the way for the Delta Gold Cup. I got that 10 millimeter Liberty Defense coming. Yeah,
Do they make that in 10 millimeter? I didn't even know they made it in 10 millimeter.
they do, and it's smoking.
Huh, I'll have to get some. I didn't know they made it in 10 millimeter.
Yeah, I ordered it directly from them. It wasn't cheap. It was $32 or $34 a box. It's,
I had to go to Sportsman's Warehouse and buy 10 millimeter ammo for $24 a box. Just
Right.
so I could go to the
For
range
50,
and test
50 rounds each?
Yeah.
For a 50 round box?
Yeah,
Are you
50
buying the real McCoy, or are you buying that watered down stuff?
Right. So
it was Buffalo. It was not Buffalo Bore. Here, hold on. It's by Double Tap.
Double tap's good stuff. That's real McCoy.
yeah,
Can you hear us now, Luke?
yeah,
It's
I can hear you now.
It's
Sorry about that,
100
guys. And it
grain.
may happen again in a half hour. My browser keeps screwing me, so I don't know. What that
Double
is.
Tap Hunter. I think it was regularly like $29 for a box of 20, and I got some boxes of 20 of it, and then I got some boxes of 50 that are 200 grain instead of 180 grain.
Now, are they hollow point?
These ones are jacketed hollow point. The other ones are full metal jacket.
Yeah,
Right.
10 mil is not a cheap shooter. Sometimes it is hard to find in any given market.
Yeah, I've picked up some local for the plinking ammo, and it wasn't terrible for a 50 round box. I think it cost me $24 or $26.
It's definitely a reloader if you got the time and the money.
Yeah, but you guys missed it, or some of you might have missed it as they were coming in. So I've got the Liberty Defense ammo coming for my 10 mil. It's actually already at the house. I ordered it directly from Liberty to the house, but I haven't been home to see it.
Ooh, awesome.
Just
And
have
that's
Good- Just have Good Guy reload some 10 mil for you.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Just fill up the case, right?
I'd have to go look at the numbers again, but that 10 millimeter the foot-pounds of energy displaced to the target is getting up over 700 foot-pounds. It's just insane.
About 1,400 feet per second on average on the good stuff.
On the Liberty? No, that Liberty I think is running closer to 2,000 feet per second in the 10 mil. It's smoking. Somebody can look it up and double check me, but I'm pretty sure it's cooking right along. Here, I'll see if I can find one thing. But,
No, I was just going to type it up myself. So.
my luck, I'll crash my browser going after it.
This Lehigh 9mm only does like 1150 feet per second, but it's got crosses on it, so it'll kill vampires.
There you go.
There we go.
Is that the same stuff that opens up like a windmill?
No, I think this is their extreme penetrator, and I think they also have like an extreme expansion round or something.
Oh, you're going to be in trouble now, Yankee. They're even offering it in 357 Magnum and 38 Special.
Oh,
You're going to go broke.
Is that 9?
Here, I'm going to put up the link so you can look at all this stuff.
That's a 9. That's a 9mm.
Yeah, and
when you're shooting vampires, when you're going after vampires, you need capacity because they're fast.
Right.
Yeah. Luke, you want to know it's 2,400 feet per second and 700 FPE.
That's what I thought. So it's even faster than 2,000 feet per second.
Yep.
It's smoking. Oh, crap. Yeah, it was right on the main window or whatever they opened up. 2,400 feet per second. So chances are in your average gun it'll be like 2,350 because they always come in about 50 feet under, but still that's cooking.
The
780 foot-pounds.
Yeah, this 180 grain buffalo bore is only doing 1,320.
Mm-hmm. I doubt it's over 500 something foot-pounds to the target. If it gives you that information.
Is it not silver anymore? Is it brass colored now?
The Liberty, as far as I know, it's all silver. I haven't seen anything not silver.
The box is green now, and it looks like
the box is green, but the ammo's still all silver.
It looks gold in the picture, like a brassy color. So we'll see what I get it.
Yeah. So right now I got a good deal. I actually got the 9mm for $13 a box. So I ordered like 7 boxes of that because some local people have been hitting me up for it, and then I got a couple boxes of the 45 ACP.
Sorry about the 9mm, Luke.
What about it?
I was the one who showed you the link to it.
No, that was a good deal. It was $13, and the shipping wasn't much on it. With shipping, it worked out to be my 7 boxes worked out to be less than $15 a box.
Yep.
I would have bought more if I thought I could have survived the wife, but anyhow, she didn't frag me over that last go around. So, but yeah, I need to find a way to get my greedy little paws on a revenue stream because almost all that muling ammo I've been doing, I've just been doing it at cost. You know, need to make some money off of it too.
Remington makes a 10 mil that full load. You know, your typical full load. Murphy shoots that every now and then, and it's not, I don't think it's terribly expensive.
Right. Yeah. They also have it in 380. So 380 is now on my. I can recommend a 380 for self-defense if you use this Liberty ammo. Before that, I wouldn't. Even with the self-defense, I would recommend the 380.
If it works on a sleeping deer.
Yep.
No, a sleeping Bambi.
Sleeping baby deer. Are we talking about stone guy shooting baby deer in the face?
Yep.
I missed all that, I guess.
Man.
That was like last year, 2 years ago.
Where's stone guy been?
I know. I thought he tuned in for a minute to Matt's chat, but then he was gone.
On a throne.
I haven't seen him in weeks.
Yeah, I'm seeing
Yeah, he
him.
was in Matt's chat earlier, and then he left.
Was he?
Didn't even really talk.
He better be at GSSF this year. I'm planning on being there.
Yeah, I wanted to tell him I actually finally joined GSSF.
Me, him,
When
and
you've asked where he's been, his wife has his balls firmly in her grasp.
Yeah.
I just assumed he's doing prison time for stalking or something when he was.
All right. So I actually got to wear my new Every Second Matters patch that I got right before the second, and I wore it out on the second. I actually had it on the armband of my jacket because I don't have a lot of shit to stick it to. But I got a couple extra patches, and I gave them out to people that are now interested in Every Second Matters and maybe coming around to see what's going on.
When did he do the tan run of the second Matters patches? Did he do it through Indiegogo? Because I never even saw the promotional code or anything until after.
Yeah, it only lasted like 4 days.
Yeah, I never even heard it, saw it, or anything, and then all of a sudden I see him posting pictures of the patches. I'm like, whoa, where did those come from? Wish I would have ordered some when he was doing it.
Do you got a black one?
I can't.
Yeah, I got 2 black ones, or 3 black ones actually.
I can't guarantee anything, but I'm willing to bet that G-Web's put a few aside for those that missed out. I'm gonna check into it.
Thanks for that one, Court. Did you hear? I don't know if you hear. We saw a video with Eric wearing one in the last video they did on Gun Gripes or whatever. Or there were.
Yep.
Yeah, he had one. That was cool.
G-Web said he spotted him, and that's something we sent it to him.
Mm-hmm.
I posted that pic I found of him on Facebook at Walmart or Sam's Club wearing it. Where he's trying to punch the watermelons.
Yeah, he's all over the watermelon.
Who are you talking about?
Eric.
Iraqi vet.
Oh.
Yeah, I bet that shoot's a lot of fun to go to.
Inky's arch nemesis.
Yeah.
I got to figure out how to tell my wife to let me take a couple.
It's not my nemesis or anything. Eric and I, everything I've ever said to him, he's very quiet spoken. We get along just fine.
I'm just poking at you, McMahon.
He's not my arch enemy. Apparently, James Yeager's my nemesis. I didn't know it yesterday, but apparently he is.
Yeah, you've butted heads in Hangouts before, but it's the traditional we can butt heads but still get along thing. Up until recently, anyways.
Yeah, well, last time I was in a hangout with James Yeager, I agreed with everything he said pretty much, and we got along great. And then I agreed with him in a video, and he lost his marbles for some reason. I don't know what's going
on.
Trying to steal his celebrity.
Steal his thunder.
Yeah, I still
I made a comment back to him. I was like, yeah, the video that I made like 2 weeks before about Gary dying had about the same amount of views. So I was like, so congratulations, you're about as popular, you're slightly more popular than a talking imaginary Glock.
Are you saying
poke the bear?
It might have been the douche comment.
Have you said he blocked you from his Facebook page, didn't you, or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't need to talk about that in here. We can talk about that outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it'll all blow over with time, personally.
Are you saying Gary's imaginary?
I don't know. I was poking Yankee earlier because I think Gary looked better before, but I didn't think his plastic surgery was worth it. But he has definitely had a facelift and then some.
Hey, at least my still can talk.
We're talking about Gary, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was wondering how much pushback Yankee got from his regulars when Gary got plastic surgery.
A lot of people it seems like it's either or kind of thing. It's
love it or hate it.
They love it. They think he's the most awesome thing ever now, and they want to make one like it, or they are just completely flabbergasted at why I did it.
Yeah,
and the reason I did it is because I never wanted that fucking Glock. I didn't even want to keep it for the last 2 years, but the only reason I did is because he was part of the channel, so I had to think of some way to get rid of the motherfucking thing, but still kind of keep it.
Well, should you decide to unload any other guns, that Sig Sauer would fit back in my collection.
Yeah, that ain't going anywhere.
Yeah. I just had to throw that out there, just in case you were wondering.
I wasn't wondering.
Yeah. So, get that out of the way.
Yeah. You just gotta wait for him to get rid of all the other guns but the SIGs and the Berettas, and then Mike get a shot at that SIG.
Yeah.
I'm not getting rid of that SIG. I don't really sell SIGs.
Yeah, I noticed. I don't know what I was thinking when I sold it to you. I know what I was thinking. I was thinking I was going to get divorced if my wife found out about it, but still, I could have hid it for a little while longer.
Did you say you could have hid it for a little while longer, or hid it for a little while longer?
HID.
Oh, I thought you said you could have. I thought even if you were saying even if she was going to divorce you, you could have hit it for a little while longer.
That SIG's kind of old news now, anyway. No.
It is, but it's one of those ones that sort of got away because I had it in my greedy little paws, and then I let it get away. And
I carried it for like a week and then went, I don't want to damage it.
Oh, yeah, give Chris a link. I didn't know he was here.
Okay.
SIG has a bad habit
Just
of
making sure.
You go have to kick out digital expansion if you want to let Chris in.
3,
have
6.
to reload.
We're only 9 right now. We got room for one more.
Over there.
Hey, well, I don't have to be the first one to get kicked
Because
out.
no one likes weird little skinny Christian kids. They're just odd. You're like a old Mormon kid. No one, you're weird.
All right, so Caleb, I heard you talking smack about meeting up with Stone Guy at the GSSF match. How has your competition been going? You steadily improving?
Yeah, it's great. It's good. Loving it. About to actually start designing some matches here at my house and having mini matches.
Cool.
So I've been working on that, making stages. It's gonna be pretty fun.
You got good to go actual holsters now instead of what you were putting together just to get started and all that good stuff?
Oh yeah, I've been running a rig for like almost 8 months now.
A whole
Yeah.
8 months, okay.
I just finally
Almost a
joined GSSF, and look, they sent me a nice little Glock purse.
I'll show you my belt right
Well,
here.
they definitely know you. They
Don't you get
definitely
like
know you.
Don't you get like a
They don't know me that
$50
well
off your
because
next
They don't know me that well because it's a clutch. I would much prefer a shoulder strap.
This is the belt that I run. And then it's got mag pouches. You got 4 mag pouches here, all adjusted with spring tension.
Holy shit.
And then it's got a holster,
And
compact.
the reason he wants to meet up with Stone Guy is because that's when he's coming out of the closet.
I'm not worthy of that holster.
Yeah, this holster's alright. It's CompTech International. It's like
I'm a good shot with the handgun. I'm a great shot with the rifle, but I'm not a...
So Caleb, you don't need any of that for Glock matches.
Oh, definitely not. I don't think so. Probably most of the guys show up there have never even shot their Glock, half of them, and then...
Yeah, you usually just walk up with your box. And
Yeah, and you have to walk around with your slide lock backwards the whole time, which
Safety
pisses me
is
off.
paramount.
God, that pisses me off.
By the way, Khalid, check your text messages.
Yeah, I just noticed I got a message. I figured it was from my parents telling me to go to bed or something, but I'm guessing it's something to do with you now.
Pipe down, son. Pipe down. Keep it down.
I probably wouldn't have said that out loud if I was you.
I don't care.
Isn't my goddamn gun safe again?
Everybody knows I live at home, so it's,
You live with your roommate.
There's a difference between living at home and having your mommy tell you it's past your bedtime.
No, she usually just says be quiet because I'm too loud. I'm talking.
Hey, Yankee, you're going to have to do the Liberty sample pack. You get swag and ammo and a Liberty ammo tote. You like one box of all the calibers except for 10 millimeter.
I just clicked the wrong link and got a picture of some Asian woman in armor. I didn't.
That was me. I did that to you. Boy.
She's sexy.
Yeah, man. She fucking cut you. Better respect her.
Are you guys talking about Chris?
No. I put a samurai chick in the side chat.
Damn.
I must be all goofed up. I didn't even get to see the link. Oh, that's the one up above. They just zoomed by. That's what
You need to call Liberty for me. And you can tell them to send me one of those packs for free.
Yankee, did you go for 1 year of the GSSF or 2? How many did you sign up
One.
for?
I tell you what, I'll call them up, and if they'll give me one and you one for you demoing it, I'll
Yeah.
set it up.
Yeah.
So I'll do that tomorrow.
Feel free to tell them I'm calling Noir if you want.
Yeah.
No, when you join GSSF, you don't get your coupon right away unless you do a multi-year.
No, you don't get it
Right.
until you sign up for the next year.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe
No,
I'll
I-
try and see if I can get them to be
I
my
do
first
one, right?
channel sponsor. Maybe they'd actually send me ammo to go to the range with.
Now, don't you get one though if you sign up for like a multi-year pass or something?
I think DB has told me in the past that if you sign up for 2, you kind of
Yeah.
get that one earlier.
That's what I was. Yeah, because I was reading on the forums about that yesterday. Because I was looking into it. That way, I'll know next month when I go what to do.
I
So
didn't
what?
do
It's
it
like
to-
$60 or something for 2 years. Is that all
Yeah.
it is?
Yeah, I didn't do it to save $100 on a Glock. I did it to support the shooting sports thing.
See, I'm selfish. I would be
I'm
doing
doing it to
exactly
get
for
a
that.
Glock.
I've got enough fucking Glocks. I don't want another one. So
Well, and here's the other thing. Out here, I'd probably, if I was able to do the blue label price, I'd be saving more than $100 because of the way pricing is out here.
Oh, crap.
And with those new Glocks coming out soon, it's definitely an interesting concept.
I don't know what I'd get if I had a.
Those don't interest me at all. I mean, I guess maybe it's because, like I said, like I just built this one, so I don't. Unless I wanted to put like a fancy $600 sight on a $500 gun, I don't see any reason why I
You can
want
get it cut for a Trijicon RMR or something.
Now you can get this slide cut for that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
all the guys do that.
I can see your point, though, Yankee. You did just make a 10mm, so.
I haven't got to shoot it yet, but I made it.
I don't know. If I had a coupon, I'd probably either
I
go.
forgot one thing in my build.
Magazine?
I ordered 10mm magazines. I had to order some today from Midway. I had to order them from Midway and pay for overnight shipping because I'm like, I need these fuckers for this weekend, so when I go to the range.
You always pay for freaking fast shipping. Always.
You're a addict. I was gonna say you're a dick, but no, I meant you're an addict.
Yeah, it's called impatient. I don't have much patience.
Yeah, that's what surprised me about that special order thing you were talking about earlier, because it's going to be a while before you get to see it, and that's going to take more patience.
Actually, here's the Teresa is going to rush it for me.
Well, Yankee, don't you have
Oh,
a
they're going to
problem?
rush it? So you're getting a Russian one then, huh?
I'm pretty sure that when they tell me they're going to rush the order for me, that means only 4 months instead of 12, probably.
Right. Yeah, because you're not Colin Noir. He'd have it like in 4 days instead of 4 months.
I just got free priority shipping from AIM Surplus because my package got lost in the mail for like 3 weeks.
But if Colin Noir ever watches this, I'm not bagging on you. I'm just funning Yankee because I like you.
No, he's not saying he's sweet on you. He's just saying he likes you.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. He just got a sex change.
Well, unless we get the opportunity.
Yeah. Now you live down in my neck of the woods, don't you, VR?
Yeah. I live in Portland.
Right. We got to go shooting together sometime.
Absolutely. Just let me know. I don't belong to a range around here. My range is Klatskanai, if you know where that is.
Yeah.
So
I know where that's going to
I've been trying to get DB to come shoot at a match with me, but he keeps pussing out every time I say something about it. He's like, oh, I'll see you at GSSF, man. I'm like, dude, just drive freaking like 45 minutes. Because he's the range one of the ranges I go to every month to shoot a match. He's been to before. So he knows exactly where it's at.
Yeah.
You just don't want to leave the city.
Probably worried when you ask him to bring teenage girl movies and rubbers. That's probably what's
Oh, yeah, it's a public match. There's other people there. There'll be about 50 or 60 shooters. So
Not everyone is into the dance movies.
Yeah. Especially the slow dance movies.
he probably just doesn't have the time or doesn't have the stuff for the match. I guess, I don't know.
He didn't even want to meet up with Stone guys, so don't feel bad.
Yeah. I did pretty good on my last range trip. I loaded up about $200 worth of ammo, but I don't think that I even shot half of it. So I might have actually had a less than $100 in ammo range trip, which would be my cheapest one in a while.
Did you ever get together with a KMA and reload?
No, that was stupid of me on my part because I was off from the 20th through the 5th, so I had time. I just didn't even. I got so couch potatoed and holidayed or whatever that I just didn't even think about it.
What was he gonna load him on? Doesn't he have a Dillon press or something?
Yeah, he's got a progressive where he can crank out 600 an hour or whatever.
Yeah. I'm just. Do you know what model he has? I can't remember. Probably a 650, I guess.
I think he has a 650 because
Yeah.
I passed on a 550 and that was a lower model than what I think he had.
Yeah, that's what I got. That's another thing I guess you don't know. I got a Dillon 550 like 4 months ago. So, it's awesome.
Yeah, but my friends, well, even you guys, more than anybody, still think that I'm insane for passing up on that Dillon 550 for $350. But I just don't.
What did it come with? What all did it come with?
It was fully loaded. I think it came with a set of 30-06 dies or whatever. So that
Oh, then you are crazy, though.
Yeah, dude, that's like
yeah.
getting a great deal. You should have definitely gotten that.
Well, the guy I gave it to will actually use it, where I wouldn't.
Oh, you didn't turn around and just sell it?
Doesn't matter. You could have bought it and made $200 off of it almost, or 100.
I'm a good friend because I passed it on to from one good friend to another good friend at the good friend price instead of posing him in the middle.
Well, then he needs to make you some ammo as a sign of eternal friendship or some shit like that.
Something like
Yeah.
that.
Because they don't drop much. I mean, if they're used and they're in good condition and they look good, they're close to new price still.
This was NIB, new in box.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yep.
You know how much mine was? By the time I ordered it was like, it was a little like by the time I ordered extra primer tubes and stuff, and I ordered spare parts kit, it was like 500 almost something.
Like,
Yep.
what's your most expensive round, Marine? Is it going to be that 10 millimeter?
Well, if you go just on
Or
the round
300 Win
cost,
mag?
the 300 Win mag, yeah.
All right. Well, then there it is. He better get some dies going.
Yeah, that's all right. But I am saving my brass. That's the only caliber that I routinely save my brass for is my 300. I'm only down a couple of rounds, and it's from the new shooters. If they man up and shoot the 300, they get to take a shell home with them.
Is that about $1.50 a round? Or more?
$1.85-ish.
$1.80.
What is that? 300 Win mag?
Yeah.
I've been running about $32 to $34 a box. It's the one. It likes the Winchester Silver X, which is sort of nice because it's not a very expensive round for its pet round, you know.
Right.
And I've been slowly stocking up. I'm closing in on having 600 rounds for it.
No kidding.
Yeah. Don't tell my wife, but
That's a substantial investment.
yeah. Every once in a while, I pick up a box and sneak them into the ammo stash, and she doesn't notice. Just every once in a while, buy another box. Buy it faster than I shoot it. Hey, good guy made it in. Welcome, Chris.
It took me a few tries to get him the link, but he managed to get it finally.
I sent it to him in gun channels, but he was sort of showing offline at some point.
He was on his phone or something.
Good guy. I was gonna tell you about this awesome guy who powder coats, but it's on Instagram. You don't do Instagram, so I guess you're just gonna have to miss out on it.
I actually watched his powder coating thing. I'm never going to powder coat bullets, but I actually watched his powder coat video.
Yeah, you know I'm the one who got him started in that. I just want to say that I was the first one on gun channels to even bring up powder coating.
Uh-huh. But I bet now he probably powder coats more bullets than you do, would be my guess.
More than me? No, probably not. I don't do it as often, but when I do it, I do like a lot at one time. That way I don't have to worry about it for months.
You saying you bought one of those Harbor Freight mixers and you coat them in that?
Oh heck no, I do it cheap. I'll do take the powder, dump it, or
Uh-huh.
dump it with the bullets and the plastic BBs, like it's a medium. Put it in a tumbler, like a case tumbler. Tumble it for about 10-15 minutes. Dump them out into a strainer. Strain the BBs out. Pour bullets in the tray. Bake them. And I'm done.
Yeah. Well, maybe good guy will have audio this time. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm on. My Hangout's crashed. Well, it's done.
Chris,
Whoa.
Chris,
Son of a bitch, my camera's supposed to be off. Okay.
Chris,
Quit screaming. Quit screaming.
Talk in a normal voice.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Lord.
Good thing about the new Hangout thing is you can
I'm gonna go wipe the blood out of my ears. I'll be back.
Thank God I had my new headphones on.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's done. My 1911's been traded off for a 45.
You traded your 9mm 1911 for a 45.
Yep.
1911?
Rock Island. Same in Rock Island Armory.
That's okay, man. You'll get another one someday.
I'm
What?
just upset. I'm just upset you didn't offer me a chance at your 9mm 45.
Well, you don't want a 9mm. You don't want a 9mm 1911 anyway.
Yeah, I'm just saying I was hurt that I didn't get offered a shot at it. That's all I was saying.
I intentionally did not want to sell it. I wanted to get it as soon as possible. So
I hear you.
not-
That's all right.
You
I'm
don't
just
have a
kidding.
9mm 1911 for very long without getting a yeast infection.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're called Browning High Powers.
Uh-huh.
only I would have a 9mm 1911 if it was like a double stack. That'd be for like a competition gun.
So what? So they need to have an extra wide vagina because that's what you got.
the reason why I got this one now is because I can reload 45 now. So
Cool.
So, Chris, did you get to one of the newer ones with the smaller logo on the back of the slide?
oh yeah, the one with the logo in the back. It's brand new. The one it's not the one on the whole slide. The logo's right in the back.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you already have it with you, or do you just have it ordered?
I have it in my hand.
Well, then why can't we see it?
Hold on, let me turn the lights on. I am driving. Give me a second here.
Oh, we didn't know you were
Oh,
driving.
wait till you're wait till you're
He's gonna
parked.
wave it
and
around
shut up.
on the highway.
No, I
Here, can you see it?
Wave it around and start
I don't want
screaming.
to. I don't want to be involved with
Chris,
a
look out for
driving
the coyote.
MD.
No,
Look at the
actually,
coyote.
Chris, wave
Can
it
you
out the window and start yelling, "Kill Whitey!"
Can you guys see it?
No, we can't. It's too dark.
That's
Barely.
too dark.
Just wait till you
Later
get
on,
home.
when I get home.
Let's wait till you get home.
Did anybody see? I'm sure everybody's seen it by now, but there was that video floating around where some cop shoots himself in the gut in an elevator playing around with his gun.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh yeah, he's shot.
Yeah,
Somebody,
someone was like,
somebody in one of the comments said that they think he was trying to shoot his wife. I thought that was
What the
funny.
I don't even know what the hell he was doing.
someone CC'd me or hash browned me or whatever they call you.
Hashtag
Mentioned my name, and I
Uh-huh.
was like, they were like, why would this guy have his gun out like that? And I was like, you're going to tell me you'd be in an elevator with that shady-looking white woman and not have your gun out?
It looked like he was moving it from his holster to his pocket, but he kept missing his pocket.
But why at that moment? Like, what the hell?
My guess was that it was in his waistband and without a holster, and that it was slipping down into his pants, so he was trying to drop it into a pocket or
Did
something.
it kill him, or did he
Could be.
get to the hospital or anything?
Guy.
I
I'll be right back and get some food.
But
I'll be right back.
About the
that's
guy.
about.
wife
It's about
that
like
was-
that video that had that police officer that starts out with the only qualified professionals should handle a gun like this.
He was a DEA.
Points the gun at,
Rostacop. That's Rostacop.
Yeah,
whatever.
big
Points
dreads.
the gun down and shoots himself in the foot.
The one in the elevator
He
would have
was
been slightly less funny if he had died.
That guy was a DEA agent.
Right.
That or he was ATF. I can't. He's one of the two.
ATF or DEA, yeah.
I think it was
That
DEA.
was funny. Only people like me are qualified to handle this, and he shoots himself in the foot.
I don't care, man. He walked it off like a champ.
Yeah,
He's
he's like,
It's okay.
He's like, I'm cool. I'm
But
cool,
did you see how he
guys.
sued,
Yankees took it pretty good, but he took it like a man.
Yeah.
did you see how he tried to sue YouTube because they said it ruined his career and all this other stuff, and that the video being posted ruined his career, made him a laughing stock. He couldn't do his job anymore, etc. He tried to sue YouTube.
Oh, that's a shame.
Should have sued
Like-
the manufacturer like everybody
Like
else.
YouTube put a gun to somebody's head to make him post the video.
God, it would have been so
He
much,
should have not shot himself.
it would've been
Yeah.
so much better if he would have been an ATF agent, though.
Yeah.
The irony.
Uh-huh.
All right, Yankee.
I can't hear Christopher. Can anybody else hear him? I can't hear him.
He's
Right.
low.
Fuck.
Yankee, look at that gun in the side chat and tell me if someone's gonna have a vagina for having that gun in 9mm, a 1911 pattern gun like that. Yeah.
I gotta look too
That's what I
here.
thought.
Yes, not only do you have a vagina if you have that gun, but you probably have a tramp stamp that says juicy, too, if you have that.
I doubt that. That gun probably costs at least $2,000 or more.
Do you
Oh.
drive a robot also while you're shooting that
Tattoos
That's
aren't
not a 9mm. It says 38 Super right on the barrel shroud.
Go down to the specs. You can get it in either, whichever you choose. 9mm is a lot cheaper than 38
Yeah.
Super.
Yeah.
If you got it in 38 Super, I would say that you have a Mexican vagina. So that's,
Okay, it's not as bad.
Well, if you have the Brigadier, does that just mean you're a pussy in Italian?
Brigadier's meant to be 9mm.
Touche. So it would be just pussy for Italian.
Honestly, I don't care, man. That gun shot really, really sweet. It was a lot of fun to shoot. I don't care what caliber it is. Hating a specific caliber is ridiculous.
Any race gun's gonna shoot sweet, but
Yeah.
that's just.
No, I'm talking about Chris's 1911 9mm.
I wonder if I'll ever get bored enough to build a race gun.
Someday. Someday, Rabbit.
Well, you
Someday.
got that X5, right? It's kind of like a race gun.
Yeah, I do have that, but you can race gun it out. You can put like a magwell on it. It's got this like overreaching, what do they call those things? The scope mount thing that kind of looks like a little scaffolding that goes around the gun and all that.
Isn't there
shit.
Yeah.
Don't they make a model like that?
They do. I didn't get that model specifically because I didn't want that shit on there.
Yeah, fucking.
Yeah. So who thinks I'm crazy about wanting to dehorn
Oh,
my Colt Delta Gold Cup for carry?
well, no, you can carry it. I wouldn't see any reason why you couldn't.
I.
I'm thinking about a pretty major switch here. I'm thinking about getting a Glock 26 for all-around everyday carry, and then USP compact or USP full frame in 9 for, I don't know, combat gun. Or
I would
go to
endorse
war.
that. I would endorse that decision.
I really miss my USP, and I don't really. It was a 40, so I wasn't super fond of it. But I really miss it, and I've been wanting one. I'm not going to carry it, but I'm perfectly happy with Glocks for carry.
I've only shot the 45. I never shot 9mm.
Oh,
Unless
40, 9mm and 40s are even better than the 45. And 45
Unless
sweet.
somebody just offers me a 40 at a price I absolutely can't turn away, I have no designs on running anything in 40.
That's what it was. I got it was a really good condition 2006 USP 40 with no safety for $500.
Here's.
And I jumped.
Are you going to show us your mating pair there, Yankee?
I was just going to see, like, here's the Commander size 1911, which is what everybody carries. Here's like your Delta Elite size. This way, they're not, about the same. So carrying wise, and you got long legs, so the extra barrel is not going to affect you any. So I don't think that's very carryable.
I suppose you got a USP within hand's reach.
No, my USP is not in here.
Be a good hiking gun.
I don't have the gun with me, obviously, because I'm at work. But on my desktop, I have a picture that I could probably put up as my my logo for a minute. Can you screen share pictures on your thing? I can't remember. It's been so long since I did this.
Yeah, you go into the little toolbox, and you can. That's what my picture is right now. You got to have your camera on, but you can custom overlay.
It's the little little green box with the arrow in it.
Look, unfortunately, I cheat on you, Hook.
Yeah, that's a screen share, so I got to open it up in another window, and then I can screen share it. Give me a second.
I will buy from Hook next time.
It's okay. I already. What happened? I heard somebody said you were sleeping with another knife maker or something.
Yes, it's horrible. Really
okay, I apologize for the quality of the picture, but we'll set it up for a screen share for a little bit. Can you see it now?
Oh yeah. Nice.
Nice.
That's your gold match.
But if
it's a Delta Gold Cup.
Gold Cup.
It's hard to get used to saying because you want to say Gold Cup or Delta Elite, but it's a Delta Gold Cup. So it's got the Gold Cup package done to it.
What about the sights though? If you carry it, you're gonna be.
Well, I've already looked at that. I'm gonna round the horns on the target sight just so they don't bite so hard. It's sort of deburr it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drill in the face and put in glow in the dark paint for the sights. And then all of the metal up near the barrel is so sharp I almost cut myself on it. So I'm going to deburr that too.
Does it have see how it's got those little diamond cuts on the sharp points on my Colts? Well, sometimes my Colts have those, sometimes they don't.
Hold on, I got to switch over. I can't see yours now.
Yeah, see how all the little sharp points have been diamond cuts, so there's no little sharp point?
Little triangle there.
Yeah, so that's what they did on that stainless Combat Commander I was looking at, and I didn't really like that 45 thing.
Yeah.
So on mine it'll be more radiused than a flat like that.
I like those little diamond cuts though. If they come like that, I like it like that. It's better than having the flat.
If you get a stainless Combat Commander, it has that little 45 cut like you seem to like.
Are you gonna do it yourself, Luke?
Wait, why does DF2?
That's part of the reason for owning a stainless gun is you can work on it without having to re-blue the damn thing.
Yeah.
Okay, why does DF?
The only OCD thing I'm thinking about doing, and this is probably Yankee could probably relate to this, is the roll marks. You can actually feel the where the metal's been displaced.
Well,
I'm actually looking at relapping the sides to get rid of that roll up.
Yeah, I can't feel it on mine because I always sand them down and then put the brush texture back in.
Right. So I'll probably be doing that.
All you got to do is take a piece of 600 or 800 grit paper, like 800 grit paper is better, put down a straight edge and just roll it back and forth on it a couple of times and you're done.
Right on.
Do you have a gunsmith already, Luke?
I use Clark County Gunsmith and for my mechanicals or whatever.
Are you going to send me that one too?
What's it say again?
He was asking if Buck was going to send him that knife.
I could for a modest fee. Oh, it's not modest. It's a lot.
You got to remember, I'm poor and broke right now.
Right.
I take trades.
You do pistol grips too, right, Doug?
I do pretty much any kind of pistol grips. If I can't make the whole grip out of stone, I can inlay stone into the grips. Like wraparounds, I have a hard time doing those.
Have you ever inlaid wood?
Yeah, I inlay wood all the time. I've got one of my favorite jobs is I did I had these little tiny water jet cut biohazards I inlaid into the side of a marlin stock.
Would
And,
would I have to send you the pistol to have it fit?
no, you can send me the grips.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think of that.
If it's one of the things where I'm going to be making the whole grips, like for Wesley Boggs here in the chat, I made a set of full 1911 grips out of turquoise with the flat brass base. And if I was going to do,
the Warner Brothers logo.
I'm
yeah.
about to buy my first Vaquero.
Oh shit! When I saw the Warner Brothers logo on there, I thought for sure that was for Yankee.
I'm about to buy my first Vaquero, and I hate the grips on it are hideous.
Funny you should say that. I considered doing Yankees initials inside the Warner Brothers logo, but I couldn't get it to look right, so
Yeah.
didn't go with that.
So I don't know when it's going to happen, but during my time off, my wife drugged me to a Christmas bazaar.
You should have sent something. I actually have that already drawn somewhere. I could have sent it to you.
Yeah. But my wife drugged me to a Christmas bazaar, and I met a guy. I don't know what he was doing at the Christmas bazaar, but he was there, and he does custom handgun grips, and I'm going to try and have him on a chat here in a little while. He had some really nice wood grips. But
in our area?
Yeah, he's local to you in Oregon, actually.
Man, you just undercut. You just undercut Huck.
Oh, I'm trying not to undercut you.
Hey, I'm not worried about it, man. I'm only taking like 5 or 10 custom orders a year nowadays, so no worries.
No, I want inlay, so not many people do inlay.
But I'm thinking about having him do grips for my that little baby Browning. What the hell is that thing called? I always forget. The Bauer, a little Bauer 25 auto. Get those ugly plastic pearl.
Yeah, I bet Huck could do some real cool grips for those Bauers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, if somebody's just gonna make me grips, that's no big deal. But if I want like inlay done, then not many people do that and do it.
These are factory NAA grips. I just did the check ring on them. Came out pretty cool.
Nice.
It's about 10 lines per inch, something like that.
Nice.
Right on.
That looks factory, at least on video.
Thank you. A lot of work into them.
Yeah, if I tried to do that, it would look like. If I tried to do that, they'd look like brand new grips because I'd have to throw them away and buy some.
That's nice.
Also, I did a set with these that were I just drilled a hole about a half an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch hole into the wood, and then just inlaid a little turquoise and a silver design into that. So that's kind of what I'm talking about with the wood grips. If I can't just make them out of scratch, I'll find a way to inlay them. So.
Right on.
Well, it'll be like a month and a half before I get this new pistol. So.
Cool. I'm easy to find.
Yep.
Right on. So I got to figure out if my my Delta Gold Cup takes standard 1911 grips, or if I got to get special ones. It came with those Pacmar wraparounds, but I want to go to a different style.
I'd imagine it's the same grip. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll find out.
Don't you have?
I really like those sort of rosewood with the rubber front strap that I got from Pacmar, but I have to find out if they'll fit that or not.
Why don't you just take the grips off another 1911?
Yeah, I probably ought to do that. I could take them off the Combat Commander and see if they'll fit or not.
I'm working on a knife right now with 1911 grips, and I can say definitively there are lots of different sizes and styles. Like they are not all interchangeable.
No. Yeah. Checkmate. That's funny.
That's a little more than over 1,000.
Yeah.
And plus, we were talking about the other night. Most guys, I was talking to Robbie, was talking about it too, and brought up the point that most people who shoot open guns usually like to build them themselves because they build it to what they like, and they're nitpicky.
Yeah. So most of what the race guns are geared toward, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, but isn't it mostly tied into lock-to-lock timing, trying to get that lock-to-lock timing faster? So you're lightening a lot of stuff and strengthening springs so it gets back into the battery faster.
It goes forward quicker.
Goes forward and backwards quicker, so you get shot to shot quicker.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, you can change that with just the recoil spring, you know. Oh, and other stuff too, you know, the weight of the gun and all that. But
Handle one of those cabin arms George talking about at that Texas gun shoot that I went to. And
I'd love me a Cabot.
It was sweet. It was a nice freaking gun. It was these, you know, I mean, that was the beater gun that they had. That they let me handle. It was like a $4,000 pistol. That's the one they have over 10,000 rounds through. And
That's how it goes. I got a side venture going that in the next year or two could bring in enough income that I might be able to afford one of those. But we'll have to see how it plays out. If that venture plays out well, you'll see my collection expanding at a rapid pace.
I'm just trying not to make a rude comment right now.
you can check out my Instagram account. I have a couple pictures of it.
I don't have my guard up right now, so it's real easy to take pot shots. So. Yeah. So everybody's got their new Christmas guns out to the range already?
Nope.
what new guns? I got a chronograph, which is awesome.
There you go.
That's about it.
I took the PPX out on New Year's Day.
How about a
Right
gun
on.
I can't shoot like an idiot?
What gun is that?
This is an old antique.
All right.
1983.
Is it the proverbial wall hanger?
Yeah, it's never been shot, so I'm not going to be the first. After, I don't know, 80-something years, I'm not going to be the first person to shoot it.
Was this at one of those auctions that you were showing me a while back?
Yep. Got it for a quarter of what it's worth. And there's another one coming up, and they have a World War II IBM M1 carbine, and I just want it because it's an IBM.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of those kicking around.
I wanted no other reason than the fact that IBM made it.
Mm-hmm.
They also have a really early Ruger single 6.
Mm-hmm.
Huck, what is that? Is that an AK and 9mm or
I
something?
need to get you my phone number, and if they ever get a Mauser broom handle in or whatever, you got to let me know.
They had one, not this last one, but the one before. This last one they had a Luger, a really nice matching Luger. I'll see what there's another one coming up, and I'll shoot you a message if I see anything I think you'd like.
All right.
There's
Good for the collection. If you want a collection,
I'll PM you my phone number and gun channels.
All right. They had a couple GI 1911s too that sold for a small fortune, so they're out of my league.
You ever shot a Luger, Luke?
I have not, but I've wanted one since I was 13 years old and got my first subscription to Guns and Ammo. Actually, I think I was 10 years old when I got my subscription, but somewhere around that age, I saw one in a magazine, and I've wanted one ever since.
You can find a shooter for around $1,200 if you look hard enough.
Mm-hmm.
Get a Russian capture Luger. You can get it for even cheaper than $1,200.
Mm-hmm.
Because all the German logos are stamped out. You know, they put like an X through them, and then they stamp them with Soviet, East German, or whatever logos. So none of the hardline collectors want them, but I'd buy one just because I think it's cool that it got captured.
Yeah. If I could get one that I could have as a shooter too, I'd be all over it, because I don't care about collector's value. I want to shoot the thing.
Yeah.
You're still talking about broom handles?
Yeah.
There's a guy that carries one up here.
What?
Fucking EDC's it in the little wooden holster, the stock holster deal.
Nice.
Carries it. I don't know if he's carrying it like a purse or on his belt. I've never asked, but you see him every once in a while.
Does he have one of those big wax mustache, and does he drive a Zeppelin too?
No, he's got a big old beard, and he also has a World War II Harley with a mock machine gun attached to it.
Right on.
He's a cool old collector around here, but that shit, he carries that shit up in the mountains up here.
That's one trailers he drags around everywhere too.
I would imagine if I ever picked one up, I'd have to at least open carry it once to say I did. You know.
Yeah.
Those things are not ergonomic, man.
Yeah.
It's got like controls on it that I don't. You know, it's like It looks like it's got two I don't know what that other hammer does. I don't know if it's like a clutch or I think it's got more controls on it than I've ever seen on a handgun.
Yeah.
About those guns, a lot of people like two-hand them because they're training and they're designed to be one-handed.
But you know what I'm talking about. If you ever look at the rear of a broom handle, it's got like two hammers. I don't know what if the other one's a hammer or what it does.
The Cocker, I believe. I forget how that design is set up. They're expensive though.
Well, it depends. If it's German, yeah. If there's Chinese ones, they're not. More people made them than just Mauser,
My son bought us. My son turned 19, in June. He's been having a hard on. I don't know why for Mosin, and he went and bought his first one. So he bought a decent Mosin. We got to clean it up. It's fine the way the appearance, but you got to degrease it, get all the cosmeline out of it. Project probably work it out next week or so. It's kind of cool. He went and did all the paperwork himself, so it's his first official buy.
Right on. We enjoy shooting that Mosin I've got, the one I picked up for $75, and the other guy cleaned the cosmeline. That was the best part.
Yeah, mine's a tack driver. It's amazing.
I was surprised we're actually on. Whoa, feedback. But ours, without because they're supposed to be sighted in sort of with the bayonet on, but we never take the bayonet out to the range. But my son was getting it on paper on a 10-inch target with no bayonet on or whatever at 50 yards with the open sight. So I thought he was doing pretty good.
Yeah, I never held one before until this one, and the ghost ring sights are pretty easy to pick up.
I'm about to test my reloads. I started reloading for my Mosin, so next week I'm gonna test to see how good I can get those.
It was sort of funny when we were shooting the Mosin. I was trying to get my pastor to shoot it, and he's like, I don't know if I can do this. He sat down and got into position to shoot it 3 times and backed out of it all 3 times because he was just trying to touch it off.
Come on. Really?
This is the Mosin I have right here. The link on the side.
All right.
It's a little better. I mean.
Yeah, that's the one everyone wants, right?
The finish one.
Yeah, I guess.
I gotta find. I don't have the cleaning rod, or if I have the cleaning rod, it disappeared. One or the other. But I need to find the cleaning rod.
Honestly, everybody want the finished one.
They're more accurate.
Oh, better barrels.
Yeah, they're just nicer made. They put more energy into them. I don't believe they were ever fielded, were they?
Yeah.
I don't think they weren't quote unquote war production, so they put more time and energy into.
No, they
like the 9130s are like the basic model, right? That everybody
the
uses on everywhere.
The one I got, or we got from my son, was a pre-war.
I'm gonna go in and turn Chris's volume up because I can't hear him. I don't know if anyone else is having it.
Mine's a 43.
I turned them up like 3 times, and every time I turn them up, I can't hear them.
I hear him fine. 1937.
Everybody's just walking on VR is all it is.
Sorry, guys. I don't know what the.
Hey, there you go.
I hear you just fine, dude.
You just
I heard you good.
It's all these rude people in here.
The M28 the Finnish M28 was fielded again during the Winter War, and I don't know if the M39 was, but I know there's a war stock, a mid stock, and then there's a post-war stock, and so that would lead me to believe that they were used to fight the Russians. If you actually scroll down, it actually shows the wartime, transitional, and post-war stock.
What years were they used in the war? Because mine's at 43.
Mine's a 42 or 41. I have to look. I have to look at my. I have it written down. But they basically took a bunch of captured. They couldn't get weapons from. They couldn't get enough German or Swedish weapons, so they basically took captured Mosins. They didn't like them, so they rebarreled them. There's a new barrel, new sight, new trigger, new stock, and then they also if they didn't shoot 1 or 1.5 MOA at 100 100 yards. Then they took them back to the factory and started over. So they had to shoot 1.5 or 1 at 100 yards.
It wasn't like the Russian program where they mass-produced them and test-fired them, and the ones that shot better got designated as the
Finns have like
snipers.
The Finns have like one of those rifleman cultures, you know, where like everybody's a marksman, kind of like the Swiss or something.
Right.
So good enough wasn't good enough.
Yeah. But I heard that the Russians, the ones that were designated as snipers, where they drilled them and put the scopes on them, they were literally just taking a batch and frying them and looking for the ones that were the most accurate, and those ones got the nod to get the scope put on them.
It was actually in Yankees comments on Facebook. I got in a huge argument last night with some guy. I wasn't even arguing. He was just taking it really seriously. He called it a sniper rifle, and I started making fun of him, and he got him to the point where he was screaming and cussing at me.
Well, whatever the ones that were designated with the scope.
What do you call a sniper rifle?
A Mosin, and he eventually changed his argument so that he went from talking about regular standard Mosins, which is what I said, and then he changed it to the PU or whatever, the sniper version, and then he changed it to this new accurized crazy bullpup version that they have in some Russian special police force or something. So he basically fought for a good. I gained 23 friend requests from it, so I wasn't really bitching. It's probably even higher now. But, it was hilarious. He was getting really, really shitty, and I was just saying it's not a battle rifle. It's not a sniper rifle. It's a battle rifle.
It's like trying to compare the Lamborghini tractor to like a Lamborghini Diablo or something.
And I wasn't saying, like, if he'd have just said, well, there were versions of them that were sniper. Yeah, okay, yeah, there were sniper versions of them, but there's also sniper 1022s out there, so. And it's really what I believe is that it's a sniper behind the trigger that makes it a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just an accurate long
range.
range.
That being said, even a good shot wants a rifle that has inherent accuracy. We'll leave it like that.
Oh yeah, of course. But that's my thing. I know it's probably even wrong nomenclature. Even for military, it's probably wrong. But
well, if you really look at it, a true sniper rifle isn't a sniper rifle until you put it in a sniper's hand and it is used for that duty.
You could buy me a brand spanking new HK. PSG-1 or one of their crazy sniper rifles, and I wouldn't be any good with it because I don't know cover and concealment that well. I can't lay and deal with the positions.
But anymore in the media, if they see a bolt action with any color green stock and a scope on it, it's now a sniper rifle. It's not just a bolt action hunting rifle. You know, the anti-gunners have been slowly driving that to get the general public to think that if it's scoped and has a bipod on it, it must be a sniper rifle, you know.
Right, Caleb, mods don't count.
Speaking of descriptions of the Mosin, I told some of you guys the story before, but I was there were some French tourists over there at the range I shoot at, and they were. I told them I had a Mosin Nagant, even though it was an ATI stock, and they said, "Oh, it's a Belgian gun." It's like, yeah, might as well be. Yeah, so and so pretty much to the French, a Mosin Nagant is a Belgian gun, not a Russian gun.
Huh.
My Finnish.
I don't know enough about the origins to know who started with it in the beginning.
My Finnish Nagant's got a FN barrel.
All right, but didn't the Russians start with the very base model of it, of the Mosin?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I found your cleaning rod, but the price is on 90 or 1891. Nagant cleaning rods is really high.
Huh.
Oh, that's insane.
What is it, $30 or something?
$55.
Yeah, for that much, I'll just stick with the regular cleaning kit.
Yeah, no kidding. Finish Nagant.
Hey, it's Biker Bob. Who's got the static going on in the background?
Crap, I can't lower his volume on my phone, damn it.
I can mute it for a
Mute him.
I think it should be a one-on-one with Bob and Chris chat.
I didn't recognize him because he's shaved.
Yeah.
I guess the snow.
Looks like Dana's brother.
What is he inside a chicken coop? What does he do? Where is he?
He's in that motel.
Red light district.
I know.
Motel 6, man.
Get that porn stash going.
Uh-huh.
You know, I don't have to go outside in minus 30 for like, or I don't have to spend all day out there, so I don't have my beard anymore. I really don't need it.
Did your wife
From
finally kick you
Motel
out?
6? I mean,
Yeah.
how are you affording a 5-star Canadian hotel?
Did you dye your eyebrows and your hair?
No, my hair's always been this color. It's my beard that's white. I don't know, for some reason my face hair grows in white pretty much.
Yeah.
Thought you were using that just for men.
No, there's actually starting to get white in my hair now, which is kind of disturbing, but you know, what are you gonna do?
That's just stress, Bob.
Oh, probably, yeah. Oh, I don't really fucking care.
There you go. That's the right attitude.
Canadians don't get
That's the
stressed.
right. You shit on them.
Now, I'm retired and I can afford beer. I'm good.
Right.
The backgrounds change, but the beer is still the same.
So much more civilized Bob we have going here.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, where's the Chardonnay or the Chianti or
I
the?
need the smoking jacket and I don't know, pipe maybe.
The cigar, big fat cigar.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm going to live out in the country, like I always, you know, since I moved away from the country, or shortly after that, I decided I really wanted to live in the country instead of living in a city, and yeah, now I get to go back to the country. Cool.
Why are you in a Motel 6, Bob?
What's that?
Why are you in a Motel 6?
Oh, okay. Well, no, I'm in Brandon, which is where I'm moving to.
Oh.
Oh, it's the biggest city here when I'm moving to. So I'm just like, you know, investigating out the stores. Found the gun store. Went and looked. They had the fucking Ruger Blackhawk that, you know, comes with 2 cylinders, one for 357, one for 9 mil. That I've been looking for all over. So it's $50-some, but you know.
That'd be a good score, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's perfect, right? Goes with my Brownie, and then I buy myself a Lever Action 357, and I'm set up for cowboy shooting.
There you go.
I get excuse to stuff just Yankee. Well, not much, right? No excuse for that, but
They don't have cowboys in Canada.
kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
Most of the cowboys came out of Canada, man.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Okay, now I was joking, but that's bullshit.
Huh? Oh man, we got the biggest cattle ranches in the world
Cowboys
here.
came from freaking Mexico, okay? If you know anything about the
Oh,
history.
vaqueros. Yeah, vaqueros. Yeah, they were from Mexico, but you know, as far as cattle ranches and stuff like that go, and the traditional 1800s cattle ranch, the biggest ones were in Canada. The biggest cattle ranches.
Crackers come from Florida, and Paniolos come from Portugal.
Yeah.
All I know is I'm
But,
scared.
yeah, Canada was actually famous. We had black cowboys. You guys couldn't string them up, but we actually just went, whatever, we don't care what color you are. Can you herd cattle? Can you know, do the work? Okay.
You
So-
don't have black people.
So, Bob, if you don't mind my asking, did your gun collection stay intact?
Yeah, yeah. It's all my brother's.
Okay.
Except for my handgun, which I have to keep with me because of the fucking stupid laws.
Right.
So I'm going to actually put in a locker at my gun range.
Until you get
Just stick a woman away from it. See, that's the thing in Canada, right? My wife can use that as a threaten me and say, well, I'll tell the police you threatened me, and then they'll take, you know, and then I'll lose my gun license, right? So I have to pretty much do whatever she wants. Well, except that, you know, you just kind of move all your guns away, and if she does say, oh, you threatened me with a gun, and the cops show up and there's no guns there, it's like, now you're going to jail, lady.
All right.
Yeah, but it's just, it's a bizarre situation. I think she's had a stroke or something, but, you know.
It's unfortunate.
Very, very much so.
The best response everybody's given me is bitches be crazy.
I said that's what I told you yesterday. Bitches be crazy, Bob.
Yeah. Be glad you're not like my buddy that just got a divorce. His alimony is $2,000 a month for 4 years, and $1,000 a year after that for life. And he has to get a $250,000 life insurance policy made out for her and carry that as well.
Did he have kids too?
Grown
Yeah, see, that's
adult
crazy.
kids.
Like, I mean, here it's
crazy.
you divide your assets, right? So if my pension's worth this much and her pension's worth that much, and the house is worth this much, and she wants to keep the house and this kind of bullshit, it all works. I get to keep, I keep my cars, I keep my motorcycles, I keep my guns, all that shit, and because I'm being nice, I let her keep the snowblower and stuff like that, but because I won't need it, because I'm gonna be just living next door to my sister's ranch, right? So I bobcat for clearing the roads and shit like that. So yeah, it's all a bonus for me. I get access to a half a section of land, right? Which is half a mile by a mile.
All right, that's a good parcel.
Yeah, I'm sandwiched in between my buddy on one side, who's been my best friend for fucking 40 years, and my sister and her husband on the other. And they each have like a quarter section of land, and I'm right in the middle.
So is this in an area where you can shoot a gun on your property, or is it more urban?
Yeah. As long as you're on your own property out there, you can shoot all you want. Your neighbors might complain, but it doesn't really matter. They can't do anything about it.
All right. Cool.
Well, the nice part is if you'd be in the middle of your friend and your sister, then shit, they're not complaining.
No. Well, I mean, and that's exactly right. Like it's a fair distance to the nearest neighbor, right? So, my buddy, he's like my buddy and his wife are gone all day, and all his land is used for grazing cattle. So as long as I fence off my gun, my little gun range, it's fine. And then
my accidentally shooting his cattle.
No, well, they're not even his, too. He just rents it out, eh?
At least is it, yeah.
And, my sister and brother-in-law, they're just getting out of the horse business, so, because they're retirement age, so they're getting rid of all their horses, so it's just, kind of perfect. It's really weird. It's like, Sorry, I missed that, Luke?
I said, at least things are going better for you in that direction.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a win for me, and except for the family breaks up and I don't like that. But at the same time, my kids are teenagers. My daughter's about to turn 18, so that means I have like a year of child support for her, and we've been putting money away for her university education, so she's got that. And my son's 2 or 3 years, and I'm done. I'm done child support for him unless he stays in school. And then we have that child. We've done the same thing. We have here in Canada, right? As soon as your kid's born, you just do this. It's the government matches. So if you put $50 away a month, the government gives you $50 a month, and you put that in like an RSP or a savings plan, and that it gains interest. And then when they turn 18 and go to university, you've got this chunk of money for their education. So that's, they both got that. So, I mean, that pretty much takes care of, 4 years of university. So, yeah, I don't really have to pay much after, another 3 years, and I'm going to pay child support. And if anything, she should pay me alimony because I think she makes more than me when I'm retired. But, I don't care about that. I'm ending up being out in the country where I want, where I've always wanted to be. And, hey, all I need now is a dog, because I don't get any of the pets. I'm not allowed to have any of the cats or the dog.
Oh, you don't get your poodle, or what was your dog's name?
Yeah, that's the worst part is because Golden Doodle, I mean, that's the one I'm gonna miss.
Yeah, I always like that dog. You always talked about it.
Yeah, I know. I got surly teenagers, so it's like it's really hard to miss them. But yeah, the dog. Well, he's a dog, right? Of course, but, you know, if she can't keep the house and has to move to an apartment and can't have pets, the pets all come to my house, right? Because my sister's got 3 brown labs and then some kind of Schnauzer Terrier cross and yeah, dozens and dozens of barn cats. And I think even though they're getting out of the horse business, they're probably still going to have a dozen horses just as pets. And then they got some buffalo and some cattle, but they're just pets.
All right.
At least they got rid of the goats. Goats are terrible animals.
Oh yeah, they get in
They
everything.
are.
Goats are stupid.
Oh, yeah, and they'll stand on top of your car and shit on it.
I put them on a fence and leave them there. That's what we do with ours. We have one section of our property here is really steep hill, like almost like a 30 degrees angle, I guess you could say. It's pretty dangerous to bush hog, so we just put one goat in there, and pretty much even through the winter, it's enough for him to eat. I mean, we still feed him sweet feed and stuff, but put that goat in there and leave him in there, and he keeps it 8 down.
All I know is I remember when I was a kid, my grandpa got this goat on his half-acre property to eat all the brambles and stuff on the edge of property. He ate everything but the brambles. And at one point he got a hold of us. It wasn't a huge tarp. It was like maybe a 4x8 tarp. But he got a hold of that tarp, and once he started eating on it, he couldn't let go of it or whatever. And so you had tarp in one end and out the other end of the goat.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Good God, I go away for a little bit, and I come back in, and there's Canadians in here.
Yep. The Canucks have taken over.
Shut up, fucking Yankee.
Oh no.
God, you're annoying.
All right. Well, Bob, you are moving way too close to me, so I definitely have to move.
Yeah, I know. It's terrible for you, isn't it? Before too long, I'll be dropping over for coffee in the afternoon.
Yeah. They're a little
Sadly, I had to look up the drive time, and it's only 12 hours. I'm like, that's way too close.
You know, I found I can only do about 6 hours driving in one shot. Beyond that, it's a little bit too much. Yeah, I did so much driving in the last couple of weeks. I drove to Winnipeg, and then from Winnipeg we went to Thompson, which was so it was like an 8-hour drive, and then a 10-hour drive, and then a 10-hour drive back, and then a 2-hour drive to Brandon, and yeah, you're just kind of beat. And it's been minus 30 the whole time, so not fun to.
We got that temperature. Oh, getting close to that temperatures down here in the States, Bob. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I know what I gotta show you guys. So that's my brother's boss's garage. And this is one of the cars in it. This is one of them. But it's in the garage. But actually, it's not even a garage. It's like a big tent. It's a coverall, and it's got pigeons in it. And
garage? What's the garage?
Right? Right? Oh, that's terrible.
You mean a garage?
Oh.
A garage.
Garage. Well, it's called a coverall. It's kind of an inflatable, but it's kind of like a tent structure with aluminum frame. Oh,
it's a portable tent.
Yeah, we see this car? That's a GT40, a real one.
What?
Oh, kind of like a carport, Bob?
No, it's like a big. Here, maybe this picture sees a little better. I don't
Probably
know.
one of those,
We can't
probably
see.
like those portable car covers that we use for cars and RVs or whatever.
Man, I can't believe how bad these pictures. These was on my iPhone too. Oh, I know what it is. My bandwidth is turned way down.
Yep, that'll do it.
Because I had really shitty internet.
So Bob, I don't know if you caught it, but
yeah.
my latest toy is a Delta Gold Cup 10mm.
Oh, really? How do you like the 10 mil?
It's a hopping caliber. I even got that Liberty Defense ammo sitting at home waiting for it. 24.
Oh, yeah.
2,400 feet per second and 780 foot-pounds of energy in that round. Yeehaw.
Yeah, that's pretty decent. That is pretty decent, huh? Yeah, that's
So I'm
in the
sort of
garage,
curious, Bob.
and it's got,
You said
Yeah.
you were to some sort of gun shop recently. How is your
Yep.
guys' 22 stock holding up? Because a while back it seemed like
22
it
ammo.
was starting to thin out a little bit more than it had.
22 ammo still rare here.
Regular on the shelves here.
well,
You have
It
it
was
regular
short
on the
here?
shelf there?
Yep, Walmart, gun store, pretty much everywhere's had it.
What's the pricing like?
Standard factory prices.
That's the way it is here
Jealous.
at Walmart, but it's not on the shelf all the time. I haven't actually looked for it in several months because I don't
We're-
shoot that much
We're
anymore.
still at you have to be at the store when it gets delivered to get it in my
Yeah.
area.
I'm pretty sure that's the way it is here too.
The
As
only
well.
places I've seen it sitting on the shelf is where they're asking $45 to $75 a 500 brick.
Well, I went into Sportsman's Warehouse the other day. They had quite a bit of it sitting there, but of course they had that. If you buy a box of 300 or more, you can only have one. So I picked up 3 boxes of the 333 packs and walked up to the register and bought them, and she didn't say a thing to me.
What was that? The federal 333s? If it's 333s, I almost guarantee it's federal. They're the only ones that does the 333 range.
Winchester.
Is it Winchester?
I thought you don't shoot 22s, Yank.
I don't, but I got 2 boys that do.
Yeah, that's the same.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the
guns.
federal champion 525 packs to come back so I can stock up some more.
And Caden's been bugging me to go to the range this week, so I got to take him to the range this week so I can buy him some more ammo.
So what did they charge for 333 pack, Yankee?
The 333 packs were $19. I bought 2 of the 500. A buddy of mine was with me, so I had him pick up 2 of the 500 packs, and those were $22.99, I think.
And what brand was the 500 pack?
$22.99 for the 500s, and $19 for the 333s.
Who manufactured the 500 bricks?
Oh, those are those Remington Thunderbolts.
Okay, I don't have a problem with the Thunderbolts. I don't like the Golden Bullets, but the Thunderbolts.
If it was Golden Bolts, I wouldn't have got it, but the Thunderbolts, I'm okay with.
Yeah,
I had a P22. The only thing that would ever shoot reliably was Thunderbolts.
Well, I don't know if they're still there, but I know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm sending my wife down there to check because if she
They
gets
had quite a few of them when I was there. They were just putting them out, though. They had just unloaded like 2 cases of 22 ammo.
I like CCI mini mags.
Which Sportsman's Warehouse, Yankee? The one on the
The one over by the mall.
82nd.
No, this one's at SR 500 and
on the
By
water.
the Vancouver Mall, the Westfield Mall.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you come over the 205, it's only 5 miles over the bridge.
I live in Vancouver. I try not to go into Portland unless I'm driving through to go roller skating.
yeah, we're having a problem finding powder here right now. Like the gun shops are low on powder.
Yeah, the powder's actually getting back on the shelves again here, which it hadn't been for a long time, but it's
Pistol
still getting
powder
back up.
or rifle powder only? Because I can find rifle powder everywhere here, but you spend all day looking for pistol powder and go to 3 different gun shops and you won't find a single pound of it.
My gun shop has pistol powder on the shelves. Haha.
Shut up, Cork. I know. Dad comment. He told me this. What sucks is
Yeah,
you
well,
can't find it
Cork
online.
always lets it get
None of the
hit.
online retailers carry it. Like, I mean, they don't have it in stock. Rather, there's been one website I check at least once a week, and that never in stock. And they had some in stock months ago, and I just couldn't afford to buy it at the time. And I'm so pissed.
Don't stock up. I mean, you're allowed to have 50 pounds of powder at a time, right?
Heck, you're allowed to have more than that.
Yeah.
You're allowed to have
No, that's it. You're allowed to buy 50 pounds at a time.
You really only have to worry about that if they come to look and see how much powder you got.
Exactly. Yeah, it's in my house, my rules. So you know.
Not really.
Yeah.
You still got to follow rules on storage in a dwelling.
Yeah, it's just for fire code and stuff.
Right. It's got to be like a
That's why
1-inch
you have
thick
a shed.
box, basically. Wood box.
Yeah. That's why you have a shed.
Yeah.
Oh god, you don't want it. You just don't want it anywhere in all in one place. I don't think I would not like that idea. But then again,
On my
if it
new
did,
place,
but if it was all in one place and something
my,
happened, at least it would only be there, not spread out everywhere. I don't know.
yeah, my new place is gonna. I'm gonna actually build a reloading gun shop shed,
Oh sweet.
behind the trailer. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I figure I'll just do like about a 12 by 12 because that's big enough to
Oh
put
yeah.
everything there, and put electric heat in it and
What kind of
insulate
press
it.
are you getting? What kind of press are you getting, or do you have?
I'm trying to get my brother to give me his because he doesn't use it.
What does he have?
It's got to be some kind of progressive. He had it hooked up to an electric motor that would just spit rounds out.
Holy crap! Yeah, that's nice.
Mhm.
Those are expensive. Like the motors for those things are more expensive than the press. Like for the Dylan presses, you can spend just as much on the motor for it.
He does airport lighting systems and all that shit. So
Delete read the internal by Yankees. That's hilarious.
Very funny.
I can see it right now. Khalid just being compressed under a 100-pound sack there. It's like either be a turtle on its back or just like can't get up.
I've only mentioned my high power once, and that was only in reference to the Blackhawk I want to buy. So, because
Proud of
Pretty
you.
good.
You're doing good, Bob.
We're proud of you.
yeah, I know. Well, I'm trying to screw up the odds on everybody because I know there's a pool goes. So
No, we have a drinking game, so we just all get wasted if you kept talking about high powers.
Why does Bob sound like he lives in a garbage can now?
Because he does.
He's at a hotel.
He's at a
I'm in a
5-star
hotel.
Canadian hotel, the Motel 6.
I forgot
Yeah,
my fucking microphone and headphones. Okay, so I'm doing this all just through the
A
laptop.
5-star hotel in Canada just means you don't have to bring your own sheets.
And again, I said a Motel 6.
Sleep on
It's a
top of the
motel.
covers. That's all I can say.
If they don't give them 5 stars, they give them 5 moose heads.
This
Five
That's
days
because they
enough
drink
for
one of them.
these.
This hotel's rated 3.5 beavers.
Yep.
I stay in
the 3.5 beaver hotels you can't afford. Because those are the ones you're guaranteed 3.5 beavers.
I can't afford a one beaver hotel right now. I'm broke.
Yeah, you probably are, because you probably got like 5 more guns than anyone else bought in the last month.
I've only bought one gun in the last month. I just built some.
Yeah, it probably just costs more than everyone else could afford to buy.
Wilson.
My fund money budget might improve here in the near future. I've settled and paid off my house that burnt down. It's still burnt, but I got a company on the hook to buy it burnt down, so I might be getting some money coming my way that isn't obligated to much specifically.
That's good.
Oh my god.
After the tax man gets through with
The
me.
only way I was able to buy that Brigadier is because I had money being put aside. I was putting aside because I was going to buy an 80-inch television and mount it over the fireplace and see if anybody noticed.
Nice.
80 inch? Yeah, that's a bit of TV there.
Hey, what's the lead time on that Brigadier going to be, Yankee? Any idea?
They told me late February to early March, and I assume that's for common people. I mean, for me and not common people. It might be later for common people.
Yeah, for
Right.
common
But that was-
people, it'd be like late January. For Yankee, late February.
But they actually called him in person, so he might get preferential treatment now because they know who he is.
Don't you know who I think I am?
Exactly. I'm going to make a video that dozens of people are going to see.
I am serious about calling up Liberty Defense tomorrow to see about getting us some swag and maybe me an endorsement.
Hey, I've done a couple of videos on them. They ought to give me something.
Uh-huh.
That'd be good.
It ought to be good for a box.
Between you and I bet we've sold them a couple thousand boxes of
Yeah,
that.
that should be at least good for a box of 10mm or a hat.
Yeah.
God damn it, send me a hat at least.
Well, I can say for a fact, Luke sold me on a box himself. So,
Yeah.
and that's
Hey,
gonna
Yankee,
be,
did you ever get that Lehigh
Okay.
ammo that you were talking about like a week or
I
two
showed
ago?
it twice already tonight.
My bad, brother. My bad.
Pay attention. It's like I'm talking, no one, like you don't even listen.
I only shot a couple
That's
of
because you're
rounds.
talking.
I only shot a couple rounds of that Liberty in my 45 when I was at the range, but it's been a while since so I shot a couple just to familiarize myself. And it's weird because it's loud, but with less recoil than my other rounds.
Yes, loud.
It is loud, but it's less recoil, and it's sort of
You don't
counterintuitive.
have as much trouble opening these cardboard boxes as I do.
Yep.
It all depends on if you care about being able to reclose them.
I care about being able to reclose it, and I can never get the fuckers open. I sit here for a half an hour prying it, trying to get it open.
Yeah, if you're fancy, you have.
No, that's because you're always worried about breaking a nail, Yankee.
All my nails are nasty.
Oh, that is nice. Thank you, Yankee. That is some sweet looking shit.
All
Right
ready for vampires.
Or Swiss people.
I still got to buy a 357 for that vampire bullet you gave me.
If you're fancy, you have these ammo boxes right here.
That's a werewolf bullet I gave you.
Plastic.
Now,
Or werewolf,
just,
sorry. Werewolf.
Yankee, you forgot you need to put a little bit of garlic on that as well.
I was just thinking a little dip them in holy water, brother.
He doesn't believe in that part of it. He just believes in the garlic.
Oh, he doesn't have to believe in it if somebody
Hey,
else
who can
believes
guess
in it.
what kind of
Blessings
motor?
works.
Hey,
Who can
who
guess
can guess
what?
what kind of motor is wrapped up?
The tank motor, a tank
What?
engine.
That motor that I'm showing on my picture that's all wrapped up with
It's a
those.
tank engine from a tank. I don't know.
I don't know. It's not showing up on my video.
Close though.
Good night, man. That wasn't quick enough.
I mean,
I'm going to be wrapping it
Some
up for
kind of-
everybody here
kind
pretty
of
soon.
baby
I got to be up
Night
at
Moon.
5 in the morning.
No, that's a fully rebuilt Merlin.
No what?
A
Merlin?
Merlin.
like
What is
the
that?
P-51 engine, you mean?
It's a Merlin from a Spitfire or Hurricane or Lancaster bomber kind of thing. World War II 12-cylinder Rolls-Royce motor.
Yeah.
Right. I was
Or a
going to say that's an
Mustang.
aircraft motor, right?
Yeah, they did put them in tanks, but they put lower horsepower. This one's actually made for the airplanes or for boats.
Uh-huh.
Well, I was going to ask,
And he said-
what motorcycle are you going to put that in?
You know what? Originally it was going to be with his speedboat, but now he's thinking he might just build a Hurricane. Because he's
Wait.
found some Hurricane parts.
He's gonna
Nice.
put that in a boat? Oh my god. That
No,
could-
originally that would be great, but he's gonna make it in a plane.
Oh, sweet.
That freaking motor's worth more than any boat could ever imagine. I mean,
Right.
It's $1 million to build one, to have a rebuilt.
it's
I've seen a boat. There was a boat
And
down
that's-
the
and
dock where we used to fish
here's the
at.
best part. It's surrounded by like Ford 406 tricarbs, 427 Ziegler red cammers. It's surrounded by all these other high-end motors, like 428 Cobra jets.
So it's in good
And, like,
company then.
Pile of motors in the corner of this guy's garage.
There was a jet boat that used to put in the water at the same dock we used when we go deep sea fishing, and it had like on the side it had like the speed record, like 193 miles per hour. I think that's what it was, something like that. It was close to 200, and it was like when it crunk up, it sounded literally like a jet engine. You know, that's what they had in it, I assume.
Uh-huh.
And it had a big exhaust thing coming out of the back of the boat, just a big like 2-foot wide pipe coming out of the boat where the exhaust came out.
Uh-huh.
It's freaking loud. It was sweet though.
Yeah. Once you get into the
I
jet
have
class
another
and
picture
anything,
here.
it's all about how fast can you travel all the gear with it before you
I think
stabilize
I've got
it.
I've got a winning comment for like most repetitious and most kind of comical comment that people haven't thought through today, and it's in that video where I said I don't know if I want to get another ambi safety or just get the decocker on both sides or just get the decocker on the strong side, the right side,
Uh-huh.
left side I mean. And a lot of people are going, well, you need the decocker on both sides in case you have to manipulate it with your weak hand in a fight.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, why would I ever need to decock my fucking gun if I'm in a gunfight?
Right?
Yeah, really.
It's
People
going
are
blam,
idiots.
blam, blam, blam. Mag release. Blam,
You know,
blam.
even
blam,
if you're
blam,
left-handed,
blam.
you don't need an ambi
That looks
safety.
nice,
It's
Chris.
just Training.
Oh, wait, I
Very
didn't.
nice, Chris.
Hold
But
Here's Scott.
No,
And-
Chris,
you
that
gotta
is
go both sides just in case you break your fingers
Wiggle
again.
it around.
Ambi safeties are a fad that's going to go away.
Oh yeah, I do like this. I do like the way they did the logo better back here at the little backside back here like that.
Yep.
It's not like a
And Chris has
billboard.
got, let me highlight Chris here. He's showing off his 45 now.
That's what I wanted to see, the logo.
It said it was Rock Island, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but I love Chris. He buys a 45 just because he gets a bunch of brass.
I love Chris that he buys a Philippine-made 45.
Hey, Chris, you got a 45 mold for that yet?
Nope, not yet. That's my next one. I'm just gonna get a 2 mold for now, and then I'll get a
Yeah.
6 mold later.
Oh, trust me.
Congratulations on owning a real 1911 now.
With a 6-cavity mold, you'll drain a lead pot in like half
Oh,
an hour, not
I
even.
know, I know.
Quick.
I know.
I got Yankee's real 1911 video hooked up, but I'm guessing by what I see in his video, I only really have one 1911 right now.
Yeah. My choice for defensive
Combat
ammo.
Commander.
My choice for defensive ammo for now is the XTPs.
Because I sold the Springfield Armory, and I have this the para that I got from Yankee, but it's the double action one, so it's not a true 1911.
Didn't you have a
It's double
Defender
action.
or a New Agent or something?
I have the Combat Commander and the para CCW LDA.
The 10mm is an acceptable alternative to the 45.
Oh, is that still a real one?
Yeah, because they've been making
So then I
Delta
have-
8s for a long time.
Okay, so I have 2 real 1911s and then the para CCW, which, because it's an LDA, is hybrid, I guess.
Is that a double stack magazine kinda on that para?
No, it's a single stack. It's actually got the officer's grip frame, so
Yeah,
it's a 6+1, but it came with 2 Chip McCormicks that are 7.
Yeah, he bought it from me, and I wouldn't buy a double stack para. They have trouble with their double stack magazine.
Well, that's what I was wondering. I had heard that same thing.
No, this one is actually really reliable.
I sent you a message in Gun Channels, Luke.
Okay. You got my number off of there, didn't you?
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, Quark, I can never get those messages on my on my damn phone. Okay, so.
So where did you finally get it? Email?
Yeah, email.
Okay. Next time I see you on the phone, I'll send you your email if I remember.
How come you haven't sent me your cell phone so I can, put you on my list for being able to text?
What?
You got to send me your phone number so I can text you.
Why the
so when I
fuck
start
would I
getting
do
close,
that?
I can tell you.
Why the fuck would I do that?
Oh my god.
Because next year when I come down, I mean, I need somebody to go to the gun range with, and
How many fucking times did I say no?
what you look like. At least I know what you look like.
Does the word "get a hint" ring a bell?
Be nice to Bob.
Chris. I know you're just asking for the sake of the drama in the chats, but come on.
You're not gonna go shoot with Bob?
You know what? I can mute you now, so give me a second here. Done.
Chris, take a look at the gun channels real quick. If you would.
Well, I am at the gun channels. Okay.
Other Chris.
Other Chris.
Me? Okay. Cool. I see it.
It's just a bookkeeping thing for me. All right. Well, we'll give it till 10:30 or whatever, but at 10:30 I gotta turn into a pumpkin.
You mean 1:30?
You mean what it was?
I said 10:30, not 1:30.
Yeah, 1:30
You
here.
mean 11:30?
Yeah, nobody cares about your time.
23 minutes from now. How's that?
Better.
5.5 hours.
That'd be 8:30 Hawaiian Standard Time, just in case you're
All right.
wondering.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
that works.
Wish it was
Yeah,
still.
my parents were in Hawaii recently. Well, they're in Kauai, but I never
That's
did
nice.
figure out what the time difference
Were
was.
they here for the storm?
Yeah, they actually were there for the part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty shitty for them, because they got a lot of rain. They had some flash flooding. They had trees coming down. They had all sorts of crazy going on over
They
there.
have a timeshare, so they're there every other year, and I think they usually get rained on at least a little bit while they're there, so they're used to it. But we
Well,
live in the Northwest, so the rain's nothing big to us.
Well, and plus on Kauai, it does have a tendency to rain a little bit more over there.
Yeah, but they enjoy it. Yeah, they do Hawaii one year, and then the other year, then they go on some sort of cruise.
To go from Hawaii to tragic gun stories, I went to coffee with some friends I hadn't seen for a while the other day, and they're both Native American.
Yeah.
We were talking about things on the reservation and how it gets a little violent sometimes, and there's big alcoholism problems.
Uh-huh.
And they break out the most horrific story. They're like, "Oh, did we tell you about Lindsay or whatever her name is?" They're like, her ex-husband came back, and he's a big heavyset guy, and apparently he broke in, and she had a little 22 caliber or 25 caliber pistol. She shot him with it 3 times.
Right.
It didn't stop him. He's really fat.
Yeah.
So it just didn't penetrate far enough to stop him. He took the gun from her, shot her 16-year-old in the head. He is in intensive care now in a coma. Shot her daughter twice, and then beat the shit out of her before running away.
What kind of gun was it?
That doesn't bode well for the 25 caliber.
Like that.
That's because she didn't shoot him in the head.
What was it?
Actually, I think she did shoot him in the head. That was I think she shot him like 3 times and it never stopped him.
It's a 25 caliber, Caleb.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I missed that.
So the moral of the story is if you have a heavy set ex-husband, have something bigger than a 25.
Yeah, a 38.
Yeah, no.
I assume it was a 25 because the way he was describing it, it sounded like one of those 25. It might have been a 32, but from what he was describing, it's either a 25 or a 32.
Yeah. But since
25
we're talking about alcohol and
obsolete
death
now,
or whatever, my uncle passed away last weekend from
Oh, I'm sorry.
basically from liver failure from drinking. But we sort of knew it was coming. He'd give up on life in general about a year ago. And my mom had been taking care of him. But
Is that her brother?
her brother, yeah. And he had a lot of Indian blood on that side of the family.
Yeah, a lot of my friends here in Portland are native. Like half my friends, I think, are full blood.
I was out with some Yakima Indians today with my work. We got a project where they're doing cultural investigations and making sure we don't disturb their stuff.
One of my friends is that, and she's a health inspector in Portland, and she's gotten deputized recently. And I'm like, fuck, you're deputized now. You can carry a gun. And she's like, I don't want to carry. I kind of want to, and I'm kind of afraid to. And I'm like, okay, you gotta let me take you to the range, train you with a gun, so you can carry now. If you're deputized, you definitely want to carry a gun.
Well, no kidding.
But she's full-blooded. I mean, not full-blooded. She's half actually.
Right.
She looks like Pocahontas.
Yep. I know several people from the Yakima tribe and some people from the Umatilla tribe. And most of them I met through work when they come out to monitor for us accidentally digging up artifacts.
I want to strap her up with like a Desert Eagle in like a drop leg holster to carry her while she's out inspecting restaurants.
Yeah.
Cork is old Winchester, and half of the tools are gone. All I have is one half left.
I don't know. All I know is every time I chime in on somebody's posting about anybody can still carry a 45, everybody calls me a Sasquatch, and I'm starting to get my feelings hurt.
Nah, I'm a smaller frame guy, and I can carry a full size, no problem. It's just a matter of doing it.
I'm petite as hell, and I can carry a full-size Beretta if I want to.
Yeah.
And you all have seen me. I'm practically a bird.
Well, I'm 6 foot, but I'm small. I'm not huge framed. I don't have big broad shoulders or anything. I'm not.
If Fate of Destiny can carry a full-size 1911 with
She's curvier than me.
Those.
Yankee, they're distracted by the size of your swell melon.
My buddy Matt's like 4'3", 4'0", and 116 pounds, and he carries the full-size 10 millimeter Glock every day.
Wow.
Under a t-shirt.
Not to change the subject, but a cop left his rifle on the trunk of his car and drove away.
Nice.
Wow.
And lost, and now the New Hampshire, Salem, New Hampshire, the cops are trying to find a rifle.
Was
it a slate fire?
No.
Semi-auto only.
I linked it in the side.
Well, we go to a specific restaurant around here. Wow, that looks pimpin'. We go to a specific restaurant around here, and I'm not gonna say which one because I don't want her to get any trouble. But I don't think she'd get any trouble. But I don't want to giving her any trouble. But one of the officers that comes in there and eats all the time, there's like 3 or 4 of them that come in for their lunch occasionally. And one of them left his gun in the bathroom the other day, and she had to hold it for 2 days before he came back and got it.
Until I figure out where you left it.
That actually happens to cops more than you think. I talked to a cop and I'm like, "What's the weirdest thing that you ever have to deal with?" He's like, "Oh, when another cop leaves his gun on the toilet, we have to go looking for it." I'm like,
Right.
like that. I'm like, that happens often. He's like, more
Right.
often.
I hate to jump on the bandwagon, but
what got me was the 2 days.
right. For me, it was only 10 minutes, but early on in my carry, before I had one gun that I didn't have a great holster for, so it was easier just to put it somewhere while you're in the toilet. So I set it up on top. The thing had a place where you could set the gun, and I walked out and realized like 5 minutes later that I'd left my gun in the toilet and went back. Unfortunately, it was still there, but
yeah, well, she showed it to me.
That was rather stressful on me.
She showed it to me, and it was in an inside waistband holster, those ones with the straps that you could pop off the straps.
Uh-huh.
So apparently he had just popped it off the straps and took it off when he sat down on the toilet and forgot to get it. It had his name on the back of the holster, but did not have a number.
Right. She didn't want to call the department and get in trouble.
Yeah, she didn't want to call anyone because I said call the Vancouver Police Department and tell them the serial number on the gun and they'll know whose it is. But she didn't want to. Oh, he'll get in trouble.
Yes, he will. He will get in a lot of
trouble.
Why don't you just call and ask for Officer so and so, and then like, hey, I got your gun here.
Yeah. Well, that's not as easy to do as you might think.
I have done it. Well, usually you have to leave like. You ask to speak to Officer so and they send you to his voicemail.
Yeah.
And then
What amazes me is people leaving guns at the range. I think in the last 2 years I've heard of at least 3 different guns that people left at a range.
Oh yeah.
I was at the English Pit one day, and the whole time I'm there, there's like 2 Smith & Wesson revolvers sitting on the table, and I'm like, there's no one else here shooting, and I'm like, there's an AR case laying there too, or a rifle case laying there too, and I'm like, there's been no one here when I got here, and there's no one here still, and they're still sitting there. So I had to
Drop guns. Drop guns.
you took them up to the.
To me.
I just went up and told the lady that worked in the booth, and she went down and got them, but she was like, "They're not rentals." I was like, "No."
No,
maybe someone had rented them and just not turned them back in, but no.
Somebody used them in robbery. Somebody used them in robbery and dropped them there. They
probably just forgot to put them back in their case. I've seen.
Yep.
Hey, anybody have experience with the Triple K mags?
What?
Triple K.
For
are you looking for a mag for your 45, Chris?
I bought one extra because this one only came with one. I bought a Triple K from Cabela's.
Well, you can run it how you like it.
Ku Klux Klan?
But I'm here to tell you, if you want a no problems at all mag for that, and a +1, you want the Kimpro Tac Mag 8+1.
How much?
I think they run about $30.
Oh shit! Yeah, you've forgotten who you're talking to, right?
Well, do you want a mag that has absolutely no long-term problems?
I want a mag that works, and it will work.
What's a Mechgar or the Chip McCormick's go for these days? You got any idea, Marine?
I don't know. Probably. I haven't bought one in forever, but I'm guessing $26-ish.
Just a little bit less.
Yeah.
Triple K was $15.
Plus, when I buy the Kimpros, I'm buying them at wholesale, so I'm getting screwed. I'm sure if you shopped around, you can get them cheaper. But that's the only magazine that ran in all of my 1911s with no issues at all.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I only bought one, so we'll see.
Best prices on any mags that I've been able to find lately have been from Botach, depending on what you want to get from them.
That was Botac, or you say, I don't know how you pronounce it.
You say potato, I say potato, but yeah, I think you're right. I think it's tack and not tatch.
Yeah, Botach sounds kind of, I don't know.
I got a couple of Mechgars or whatever that have come to me with things and I haven't had any real issues with.
I've heard that those are good, and I've definitely heard that the Chip McCormick's are good now, but I've heard that those Chip McCormick's can be a little pricey.
The only Chip McCormick's I have are the ones that came with this pair that I got from Yankee.
I just found those Kimber Pro Mags, not the 8+1, just the 7-round. I just found them for $25 on $25 on Palmetto State Armory.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not too
Oh,
bad.
wait, no, there's 8 round, but they're out of stock.
Yeah, you want the 8-round Kimpro because the regular 7-round Kimber mags aren't as good as the 8-round Kimpros. Don't ask me what's different, but they're just not as good.
They have the 8 round, but they're out of stock, and it doesn't
Right.
say how much they are.
Yeah, but I can say from experience that I have several of them that they are flawless from the 1911.
So this is cool. I was looking around Magnum Research's website and looking at their 1911s and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I completely forgot they made 1911s. I was wondering if they're any good.
I had a chance to buy one locally.
I don't like how they got the freaking name and blazing on the side of it. Like,
Yeah.
I'll drop a link in here. It's like
It
really
says
annoying.
Desert Eagle on it, right?
Chris, I put a
Yeah.
couple links in there in the internal for you.
They're like $900.
Yeah, the
what?
one that was up for sale local was the guy wanted $650 for it, I think.
Yeah, well, I guess
But
100 is MSRP, so I guess it's a little bit lower than that new at the store.
yeah, I don't like it. I mean, it's got it. It says Desert Eagle in huge letters, right?
Yes, Desert Eagle 1911. Oh, thank you for letting me know what kind of gun I have.
$17. Not bad.
Yeah, and he charges like I think he's either like $6.95 or $7.95 flat shipping, whether you order 1 mag or 10 mags.
We'll think about it. Yeah, but that's.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
know
saying that you can use that to compare prices to other places too.
Oh, I know. I mean, I got my the ones I got was for 15. So I know a couple of places, where they're sold, generic models.
They have a 8 round Chick McCormick mags for $17 on Midway USA.
That's a deal.
Wait, Chip McCormick for what?
There, I'll put a link in.
That just caught my attention.
There's a link. 8 round, either stainless steel or blue.
Oh, I gotta wait to see if it follows through or not. So a buddy of mine calls me up about a Century FAL rifle, 308 rifle, and the guy was offering it to him for $475 with some extra gear with it, and he wasn't sure with it being Century if he was going to be happy with it. And I told him if he wasn't happy with it, I'd buy it from him for what he paid for it. But when I went looking up the prices on them, the new prices they're running close to $900, $1,000.
Chris, I'm seeing some 10-round mech gars for 1966, some 9s for 16. If you want me to link them, I can do that for you.
Do you know if these Chip McCormicks are pre-drilled on the base plates for base plates? If you wanted to put a extended base plate,
I don't know if the Chip McCormick's are.
because those things are a freaking pain to drill through. The 4 plate
Well,
on the magazine.
I shouldn't say that. My Chip McCormick has 2 screw holes in the base plate, but
Right, yeah, because then I have a set of base plates. I don't know where I put
that's
them.
that's one of the things I like about those Kim Protect mags is they come with 3 different base plates, so it
that's
depends on what you want.
Hey,
to
Marine,
build
they're
with each other.
$19.95 at Boat Attach. I'm gonna link you the
Yeah,
thing.
I've got enough for what
You
I've
have
got.
plenty.
I appreciate it. Yeah. And who knows? I might have paid less for them. I just couldn't remember, so I was highballing it. I didn't want to make it sound like they were cheap when they weren't. But I did buy them at wholesale sports, so whatever they saw them for is what I gave for them.
I could always
Maybe
use
I'm
more
gonna
19
say
mags.
that's not petty when you could have saved $70.
So, have you ever shot a FAL, Marine?
No, I haven't.
It's kind of petty.
They're weird.
So what's the deal? What makes it an FAL, I guess, is what I'm trying to figure out.
What do you mean?
I'm not that familiar with the rifle.
FNFAL?
Right arm of the free world, my friend.
It was a Century Arms 308/FAL, so
Oh, is it one of the M-Bells or whatever they call them?
I don't know.
It's
I didn't get a
probably a parts rifle that they made. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good rifles. I've shot them.
I know it wasn't an FN or whatever.
The one I shot was a DSA, and it was sweet, but that thing weighed a effing ton.
Yeah,
and
they're heavy.
And the rear sight was weird. I didn't really like the rear sight.
Well, it's just a really good price, and if he passes it on to me, then I'll have a reason to have a 308 battle rifle and buy 308 ammo and
You can
add
get
to my
mad.
collection.
You figure out if it's metric or otherwise, and magazines are they're so cheap for that thing.
Uh-huh.
You could easily buy 10 magazines and not even spend any kind of money.
Right.
I think the only cheaper 308 magazines that I've seen out there are like the G3 mags, where like literally it's dirt cheap for those.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, for a hot second, what's that freaking there was a company making an AR lower that took G3 mags
Ooh.
for a 308 AR, and then they just up and quit. It was a good company too. I'm trying to think of the name.
I finally got all of my PMags together for my AR the other day, and I have, what did I figure? I had 13 of them. Because I had them all in different places, sort of scattering about, so the wife didn't figure out how many there were in total.
Oh, is
Speaking of magazines, I just ordered a couple AK mags from SG Ammo. They're the Yugo bolt hold open, and they were marked as surplus or used, and they were like warnings about rust and stuff on them. The two I got were spotless, like spanking perfect new, like not even any scrapes from ever being like loaded.
Love hearing that kind of
They're like
stuff.
12 bucks a piece if anybody's looking for good steel mags.
I've got some poly mags for my AK, and I bought them right before, it was before Cheaper Than Dirt was a shitball company or whatever, and it was like 6 mags for 36 bucks or something like that. But I need to get some more AK mags, because I got those, one other poly type mag, and then one steel Chinese mag. Which brings up something. When I was at the range, I tried out the Chinese mag because it was the only one that seemed to have trouble with loading rounds with my new bullet guide on it or whatever. And I had a full mag in there. I shot the full mag, and it jammed, or it didn't jam up, but it failed to load the second to the last shot. And when I pulled the bolt open, the second to last round was standing vertical in the mag with the other round pushed down, and it was sort of weird. I couldn't figure out what the hell caused it to do it, but it was weird. All my poly mags, I ran several poly mags, and they didn't have any problems at all, but that one just did something weird at the end of the mag. I couldn't figure it out.
Hey, Ballistic, you there?
Yeah, what's up?
What primers do these damn things take?
Do what take?
45
feet, large pistol.
Son of a bitch.
Well, it depends on who makes them, because
That's true.
They're
Yeah,
different
there's
manufacturers. There's small pistol and large pistol.
But most of the small pistol brass I found is all like aluminum brass and crap. You know, there are a couple of companies that make true brass small pistol, which is freaking annoying.
I know where I don't.
You're shorting it, and you'll be sitting there priming, and all of a sudden you'll have a hang up, and it's like, oh, it's freaking small primer pocket.
Yeah.
Pain in the butt.
Yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to shop around again. Oh well. I get the decap today. That's I don't get to load any rounds. Unless I want to use large rifle, but that's suicide.
You can order a big order from Powder Valley. They have primers in stock right now.
So I threw a link into the side chat there about the mags I got. They might have just sent them because I have a company name, but they are some of the nicest mags I've seen. They're nicer than the ones that came with my PAP.
Caleb, though, I don't want to have to pay $25 for hazmat.
Oh yeah, you gotta buy a bunch of them to make it worth it. Like at least I think 5,000. I'm gonna place an order here.
You're gonna give him a stroke.
It's only like $150. I mean, that'll last you for a while.
Yeah.
That's how I'm gonna do it. As soon as I get the extra cash, I'm gonna.
You know what's fucked up is I bought an extra box of 1,000 small.
I think for my AK-47 mag expansion, I need to get some drum mags or something.
Buy surplus ones and buy the ones with the door, or the base of the rear of the drum opens. Don't get those ones that you have to load through the top.
Yeah.
They're terrible. They're just not terrible. They work, but they're just a pain in the rear. You have to.
No, I want the ones where you can open it, load them and then tension it.
Yeah, like everybody, a lot of countries made them.
Uh-huh.
I've seen them on SG Ammo for next to nothing. Let me see if they're on there still.
Yeah, isn't a good price on those right around $75 or something?
Yeah.
I haven't been seriously looking for a while, but back a year and a half ago, that seemed to be about a good price, was $75.
Oh wow. Here you go. They have $65.
All right, link me up.
They say they're Romanian, so I don't know how they.
I don't care. I don't care who they came from, as long as they work.
You'd have to ask G-Webs if Romanians are good. But the other style with the lever that you have to push down to relieve some tension off the follower
Uh-huh.
per round as you load it is just they're a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good stuff about the rear door loading ones.
Yeah, I have a Chinese one, and it's like a clock. It's amazing how well it works.
Uh-huh.
Except it, I mean, if you've never loaded one before, I would definitely watch a video from somebody that you trust, not to teach you the wrong way, because it is kind of weird how you have to load it.
Uh-huh.
There's definitely a method to it.
Yep.
Make sure that door's latched closed. I haven't had that happen, but I saw it happen to somebody, so.
Instead of a 52 card pickup, it's a 75 round pickup.
Yeah, but it's tough to say if the drum failed or his skill failed. It was like a beat up. I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you what that drum was from, but it was like old as dirt.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, I'm headed out. Got class in the morning.
Take care, Melissa.
Caleb's gonna kill it because I'm gonna go too.
Later,
Oh, yeah,
guys.
yeah, it's about that time anyway, so
Thanks everybody
Thanks,
for being on my once in a blue moon hangout.
Anybody gonna do after?
After.
Anybody that wants to is more than welcome, but I gotta bail.
All right, take care, man.
Have a good day tomorrow.
Here, I'm just gonna hit stop broadcast so you guys can regroup or whatever, but I gotta get out of here.
First, real fast before he stops it.